or tired of it, or get a little over their head. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, we are back in. I met Alan at the title and tag place. That's how we do it here in PA, to give him the money, transfer the title over, and actually he let me take ownership of his antique tag, so this thing is full on ready to go. It's on my insurance. We are proper legal Eagles. Don't forget, Barb's going to be an Eagle for us later. So now we're going to dig into this car and see what's what, and what state is this motor in, and can we get it fired up. Barb is going to pull the valve covers, have a look at the valve train, make sure nothing looks wonky. I'm going to do the same on this side after we wipe a lot of the dust off. Declan is actually going to be doing a little bit of work on the Studebaker. We're going to jump back on that thing next week. Super pumped how that video turned out, and everybody seems as stoked on that thing as we are, which is awesome. Finding parts for a 1956, it's a 1956 old 324. I have learned so much about old Oldsmobile motors. It's crazy. In the last week, I was sending Barb links at like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, just hot down.
This guy never sleeps.
Yeah. But Declan is going to do a couple things on that, and he's throwing a radiator in the Land Cruiser. But hopefully we'll get this thing fired up and we can all hit the road and cruise out for some pizzas. So we have here an Edelbrock top-end kit. So when you buy a top-end kit, it's a pretty cool idea if you want to spend the money. You get a camshaft, timing set, intake manifold, you get a set of heads, all that are sort of dialed in and ready to work together. So if you're not super familiar with sort of speccing out a motor, it's a good way to get a nice package. And he's got the Performer RPM Edelbrock set up on here. So Performer RPM heads. I think it's a Edelbrock branded cam, but probably they own Comp, so probably a Comp camshaft. Their air gap RPM Performer intake, and one of their carburetors on top.
All right, let's pull this off. Ooh. We've got some.
There's a nice Comp roller kit. Aluminum.
Yeah.
Boys.
Big springs.
Yeah.
ARP head bolts. Mm-hmm. The best gaskets for a small block Chevy that you can buy, because these never seal.
Maybe we'll run the valves too. Yeah. He just wasn't that confident about getting this thing together. I like
that idea. I'm going to put this fender cover on.
All right, so we've got valve covers off. I mean, it just looks all brand new in here. We checked the oil, also brand new. Alan wasn't super confident in his abilities building this motor. I don't see anything wrong yet. I'm going to pull this distributor out. We're going to pre-lube this thing. Barb's going to put an oil pressure gauge in it, and we'll just check and make sure that we're getting good pressure, and then we will go from there. At some point, I think the plan is just pre-lube it, run the valves, which is setting preload because it's a hydraulic lifter, and try to get it fired up. Make sure there's decent gas coming out of the pump, and let this thing go. And then we'll check, see, does it overheat? Is the oil pressure garbage? He was like, the oil pressure doesn't look great, and it definitely overheats.